everybody, it's Mr. White, Adapted PE, back with my second week video. This week we are talking about strength. Last week I covered flexibility. This time we're going to work on two big strength exercises that everyone can do at home. Again, parents or students, if you have any questions, there's my email, jwhite3@rvaschools.net. I would love to hear from you. This week, I also want to give a special shout out to two of my schools. I'm talking about Albert Hill and Miss Sadal's class, and George With, and we're talking about Miss Herson, Miss Goodman, and Miss Lewis's class. Just wanted to give a shout out to those schools and let you all know, to my students at Albert Hill and George With, that I miss you guys. So we are starting with push-ups. Try and get your back straight and bend your elbows all the way down. Back straight, bend your elbows all the way down. Another easy modification is get on your knees. Make sure your knees are on the ground, but still try and keep your back straight. Okay? Do as many push-ups as you can. That's one good strength exercise for your arms. Another way to do it is find a wall and put your hands on the wall and bring your feet back as far as you can comfortably and just do a push-up off the wall. All right. If you happen to be in a chair, a seated position, and it's more difficult to get onto the ground and do push-ups, got a couple options. You could lay on your back, like on your bed, and if you had something not heavy, but something that you can manage, think a couple board games, think about anything you have that you, a couple books. You got a couple books, you could put one on each hand, or you could hold 2 or 3 books and try and kind of push them up in the air. That could be one way to modify doing some push-ups. Also, if you're in a chair, if you can find another person to push their hands against yours, you can try and push their hands backwards. The person would give you some resistance, and you try and push their hands backward. If you can get close to a wall as well with your chair, it might be kind of difficult. Have to turn at an angle, but you could also try and push off the wall. So there's some push-ups. Moving right along to sit-ups. Again, it's helpful if someone holds your feet, but it's not required. If someone's holding your feet, or if you can put your feet underneath a couch or something that can hold your feet down, crossing your arms and sitting up. Crossing your arms, sitting up. Do as many as you can. Ideally, you want to do at least 10, but do as many as you can. Another modification, if you're in a chair, you can bring an elbow to a knee and really squeeze your stomach muscles as you do it. You lift up a knee, bring your elbow down, but squeeze those stomach muscles every time you do it. All right, so there's some sit-ups and some push-ups, which had a couple modifications. Again, parents, please reach out. Parents, please reach out if you have any questions, or students. All right, as promised this week, I was also going to do a game. This is a target practice game. I kind of think of it as like indoor basketball. I've got a trash can. You want your trash can to be clean, so I put just a little plastic bag inside. Another option would be a box. And so we're practicing throwing objects into the trash can or the box. I kind of think of it as a mini basketball game. I found an old piece of paper I wasn't using anymore. We're going to ball up the old piece of paper. You could use that to throw underhand into the trash can or overhand. So you could use an old piece of paper. You could also use socks. You can roll up a couple socks. I actually decided I'm going to use socks for my demonstration, or even a stuffed animal. Maybe you got 4 or 5 stuffed animals, or anything that's light and safe that you can toss from a short distance. So I'm actually going to use the box. You can put it up against a wall, and using the wall will kind of help give you a backboard, like basketball. I wanted to try and come up with activities that I know everyone could do around their house. I know everyone doesn't have a basketball goal or a basketball, or a good way to get outside even maybe. So these are activities we can do inside the house, working on our underhand throw or overhand throw. For my game, you're going to find a distance, maybe 5 feet away, maybe 10 feet away, as far as you want, and you're going to try at least 5 times, underhand or overhand, and see how many times you can get it into the box. So I'm going underhand into the box. I got 1. Oh, I missed that one. Off the backboard, missed it. Off the backboard, made it. That was 3. All right, so I'm going to go count how many I got. I scored 3 out of 5. And I can just write that down somewhere on a piece of paper that I got 3 out of 5. And I'll zoom in on this at the end of the video. And as a fraction, that is actually 3/5 for a little math extracurricular work there. So do that as many times as you want. Challenge your brother or sister, challenge your parents. Find a line somewhere, find a starting point and an end point for your goal. Find the object that you're going to throw, piece of paper, socks, whatever it is. If you have a small ball, if you have a miniature basketball hoop in the house, anything that works, mainly just practicing on our tossing, underhand or overhand. So let me zoom back in. I hope everyone's doing great. Again, shout out this week to the Albert Hill and George with classes. I hope I get to see you all soon. Parents, please reach out if you have any questions. All right, there it is again, jwhite3@rvaschools.net. Did a couple strength exercises. Last week we did flexibility. You can go back and watch the flexibility video again and practice those stretches as well. You don't have to just do one thing each week. You can do multiple exercises every week. The more exercise time, the better. Don't forget, on these nice days, always get outside and walk around if you can, practicing social distancing. So this was strength. We did push-ups and sit-ups with some modifications, and then we did a target practice game, kind of like basketball, and I got 3 out of 5 in the box, and as a fraction, that is 3/5, 3/5. You can make it out of 10. You could do it out of 20. You could do 20 throws and see how many you get. Just get creative with it. Please reach out. Have a great day. Stay safe.